There are moments in history when the greatest act of courage is not pulling the trigger, but refusing to. In the summer heat of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, a young recruit named Private Daniel Reeves stood among hundreds of trainees, his uniform crisp, his expression calm. Daniel wasn't loud, nor was he the best shot, but his discipline was precise, his every move measured, quiet, and deliberate. His drill sergeant, Staff Sergeant Cole Maddox, was the opposite, a man with a booming voice and a reputation built on fear. Maddox believed obedience was absolute. His word was law. One morning during a live-fire exercise, Maddox gave an order that crossed the line. He told his men to teach a lesson to a fellow recruit who had stumbled during formation. It wasn't an official drill. It was an act of cruelty disguised as discipline.
And in that moment, when every other soldier hesitated, Daniel Reeves spoke. "With respect, sir, that's not a lawful order." Silence fell. Maddox's glare hardened. Around them, rifles stayed frozen mid-air. A single recruit had just refused his commanding officer.
The air grew heavy. Maddox stormed forward, boots slamming into the dirt. "Say that again, Private!" Daniel didn't move. His tone stayed calm. "We're trained to protect, not abuse." Maddox's hand shot out, gripping Daniel's collar. The field froze, every recruit watching, no one daring to breathe. But before another word could be spoken, the echo of a whistle cut through the tension. A superior officer, Captain Harris, had seen everything from the observation tower. "Sergeant Maddox, stand down!" The order hit like thunder. Maddox released Daniel's uniform, realizing too late that his authority had just been witnessed and broken. That evening, the barracks were silent. Maddox was summoned to the command office for an official hearing. Every recruit whispered of what had happened, how one young soldier had done what no one else dared.
Captain Harris later approached Daniel privately. "Do you understand the risk you took, son?" Daniel nodded. "Yes, sir, but I couldn't follow a command that shamed the uniform." The captain studied him for a long moment, then said quietly, "Remember this, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it simply says no." By morning, Maddox was removed from his position pending investigation. His record, once untouchable, now stained by his own arrogance. And Daniel? He didn't celebrate. He simply returned to training, focused, quiet as ever. But among his peers, something changed. The same soldiers who once feared authority now respected conscience. The moral spread like wildfire across the base. True strength isn't in obedience, it's in integrity. Because when one man stands for what's right, even a battalion must listen.
Years later, veterans still spoke of that day at Fort Bragg, the day a single private refused a corrupt command. Daniel Reeves went on to serve with distinction overseas, earning honors not for his combat kills, but for his leadership. Recruits who joined later heard whispers of the story. They didn't know every detail, but they knew the message: never mistake fear for respect. At graduation ceremonies, some instructors would quote the words that started it all: "That's not a lawful order." It became a quiet motto carved into memory, reminding soldiers that integrity stands taller than rank. When asked years later what gave him the courage, Reeves answered simply, "A uniform means nothing if the man inside forgets why he wears it." Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful stories from States of History.